We would like to thank our sponsors of the Coaches Show, University of Arkansas at Rich Mountain, where you can continue your education right here in Polk County. Also would like to thank Mena Insurance, Go to PT, and the folks for all of your auto, home, and life insurance needs, as well as Union Bank of Mena, hometown banking at its best.
Good evening, everyone. We're back with another Coaches Show. I'm Jem. I'm here with Coach Bentley. How's it going, Coach?
Going real good. Notice we're in our new Hensley Activity Center here. Should be wrapping up completion next couple weeks and finishing up some touches. We're excited to have it. So excited to be in here and this for our community and all the programs, all the ages and generational building, and excited about it. And so doing real well.
Sounds great. So I have questions about again last week's game and this upcoming week, this upcoming game. So first of all, about last week, what do you think about the overall game?
Yeah, really proud of our kids. It was a good win for us. It was a win for us. It was kind of a swing game of we feel like we're a good team. We know we're a good team. Now we just got to go out and prove it. And I felt like we did that against a really good program. Pottsville's one that when we first started playing them 10, 15 years ago, it took us a while to beat them. And first time we actually beat them was in 2020. Beat them again in 21, then beat them this past year. And so really well-coached team, a good team. That's been a good team in this conference for years to go. And so beating a team like that in that situation was really good for our boys, and really proud of them and happy for them. And it was a great win for us.
Yes, Coach, it was great. So the second question, how did the weather affect, because it was a pretty rainy day for the game?
Yeah, so the emphasis becomes, you got to protect the football. So, that's something Pottsville didn't do a great job of, and we were able to capitalize on. So holding on to the ball it becomes a lot harder, obviously, when the ball's wet and the ground is wet and whatnot. And then it does affect game plan a little bit because it's harder to throw the ball in the rain and catch the ball in the rain. And of course, like I said, it's hard to hold on to it when you're running the ball. So you got to be conscious of those things whenever you're facing a weather game like that.
Okay, thank you, Coach. So the last question about Pottsville game, we beat them on their homecoming week. Mm-hmm. So how did it affect for the motivation in the team?
Yeah, I think they were definitely motivated, by the fact that we were their homecoming. It's something they were definitely aware of, and for us to travel is hard, and to travel 2 hours to that Pottsville, Russellville area is hard to do. So, you search for different motivating factors throughout the game, and some teams are different. Some people don't care about that. Some do, but our kids were definitely motivated by the fact that we were their homecoming, and our goal was to go in there and try to ruin that. So, try to ruin that part of the game for them. So I was proud of our kids, but definitely motivated them.
That sounds great. So here's the questions for this week's game, Lamar game. How does it feel to be back home?
Oh, great. I mean, just to be in front of our home, not to have to travel, to be at the comfort of our own home for pregame and everything else. Going through our own routines, being at home is big time. And, of course, feel like I talk about it every week, but, we're going to have another great crowd, and the atmosphere is going to be amazing. And there's just nothing like playing at Bob Carver Bearcat Stadium at Randall Horton Field. So really excited about being back home and getting an opportunity to do something that hadn't been done here very much, going 5-0.
Of course. So how do you guys feel about the overall conference after playing the first game for our conference?
Yeah, I mean, we know how tough it is. We said from the very beginning everybody, can beat anybody, and I think we saw that this past week. And I think there's a lot of comparable football teams in the conference, a lot of teams that are similar, and the type of athlete, type of skill, type of scheme that everybody's running. So it's still a tough conference, one that, like I said, can beat anybody at any time. And you got to be ready to win. I mean, you got to be ready to compete every time you play, because there's nobody who's just going to lay down and let you beat them. So it's a very competitive conference.
Yeah, Coach. So, as you know, on their team, the offense is going on their QB and 2 receivers. So, what do we have any strategies about that?
So definitely, the team that Lamar throws the ball quite a bit, which is something that we haven't seen a whole lot of. We've seen a lot of run-heavy offenses. We've seen quarterbacks who can throw the ball and will put the ball in the air a little bit, but we see them actually focusing more on the pass, which is something that's been a little bit different for us. So it is an area we've definitely had to focus on and be prepared for. Again, I feel like I say this every week too, but man, we've played some really good coaches. So their head coach has been around a long time. He's a state championship winning coach and does a good job. So they'll be prepped and ready to go on offense, defense, special teams, and they're a good football team, good program. Their kids are used to winning, and they're going to come in here ready to play on Friday.
Of course. So we're done for this week. Next week we're gonna back with another coaches show. Don't forget to support Bearcats against Lamar in Bearcats Stadium. Go Bearcats!
Go Bearcats! Thank you.
Again, we would like to thank our sponsors of today's show, University of Arkansas, Rich Mountain, Mena Insurance, and Union Bank.